Well, what's up, gamers? Welcome to the channel. Welcome to 2025. I kind of didn't want to make this the first video of the year. I definitely had different ideas, but wow, this news, I saw it today. I was kind of wondering how I wanted to do kind of videos like this. But anyways, we're gonna be doing a little bit of a different kind of format. Hopefully, so I can kind of cook up a lot more content like this for you guys. But anyways, today I saw information about. I'm sure most of you guys have seen this information as well about Multiversus shutting down. So I saw this on Twitter, Multiverse's official page basically saying, "It's been an incredible ride. MVPs, thank you for all the support. For more details, please visit our blog post." And you got a lot of people definitely sharing their sentiments and their grievances, pointing fingers a lot, a lot of stuff. But what we're going to be doing in this video, we're going to be basically going into a little bit of about this letter, this blog post, the FAQ. We're also going to be talking about what the internet themselves is saying, what the internet is saying about all of this. We're also going to be talking about finally what this means in the future for Multiversus or for Warner Brothers games in general. So anyways, if you like this, please give this a like, follow the channel, all that stuff. Subscribe, all that, ring the bell, all that, blase. Anyways, let's get to it. Talk about some Multiverses. So we're here at the blog post now, and here, I don't know who wrote this letter first and foremost. Was it Tony? Oh, the Multiversus team. Okay, so I guess PR, I guess. But anyways, they say, "Hi everyone. We have an important update to share regarding Multiversus. After careful consideration, our next season will serve as the final seasonal content update for the game. Multiversus Season 5 will begin on February 4th, 2025 and run through May 30th, 2025. Adding 2 new playable characters to the roster, DC's Aquaman and Looney Tunes' Lola Bunny." So if you guys are wondering why am I covering this, this channel is usually talking a lot about Marvel, DC, Star Wars stuff, kind of your typical nerdy content like that. Basically, this game obviously had a lot of DC characters in it, so obviously I definitely had a huge attachment to this game. You see previously in the channel, I definitely also made some content earlier in the game's life cycle, but anyways, there you go. But let's continue with this letter, and it says, "All new Season 5 content, including Aquaman and Lola Bunny, will be earnable through gameplay. Both new characters will be accessible when Season 5 begins on February 4th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Aquaman via the Battle Pass as the first tier reward, and Lola as the daily calendar login reward." So I'm guessing the last Battle Pass is going to be free, saying you can earn it through gameplay. But anyways, all online features will continue to be available until Season 5 concludes on May 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. At that point, there will be an option to play Multiversus offline via the local gameplay mode, either solo against AI opponents or with up to 3 friends. To do this, you'll need to install/download the latest version of the game and log in during Season 5. Anytime between February 4th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time and May 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. After logging in, a local save file will be automatically created, connected to your PlayStation Network, Microsoft Store, Steam, or Epic Games Store account, allowing you to enjoy the games offline with all earned and purchased content moving forward. As of today, January 31st, real money transactions will no longer be available for Multiversus. Oh wow. which means you can no longer purchase Gleamium, but you can still use remaining Gleamium or character tokens to access in-game content until Season 5 ends on May 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Additionally, when Season 5 finishes, the game will no longer be available to download via the PlayStation Store, Microsoft Store, Steam, or Epic Games Store. Yikes! Wow! Additionally, so when Season 5 finishes, the game will no longer be available to download. So that's crazy. So make sure to definitely have those clients updated on your PCs, your Xboxes, or your PlayStations. You know, if you definitely want to keep playing this game, this is ridiculous, man. Hopefully, since it's already in your account, maybe you can have access to it. Hopefully. Just it kind of brings me back to mind of the Avengers game that came out years ago. You know, when that shut down, if you didn't own it, you know, it didn't show up for you. If you still own it, you know, you can go back to your purchased products and download that. So hopefully they do that same thing for Multiversus. But anyways, they say, they close out by saying, most importantly, we want to thank every player and person who has ever played or supported Multiversus. All of us on the Player First Games and Warner Brothers Games team have poured our heart and soul into this game. We will be forever grateful for the incredible support of the Multiversus community throughout this journey. We hope that you will all enjoy the final season of Multiversus. For more information, please visit Season 5 FAQ or follow our community channel. So we're going to definitely let's slide through to this FAQ real quick. How does update impact Player First Games? We do not have any announcements or updates on Player First Games to share at this time. Will refunds be available for any Multiversus purchases? This announcement does not change any current refund policies or terms offered by storefronts from which the content was previously purchased. So more than likely, you're probably not going to get your money back. You know, you just supported this game, you know, which doesn't hurt. You know, you help the developers out, and if you enjoyed the game, you bought cosmetics, you know, that's great. Can players use remaining Gleamium or other in-game currencies during or after Season 5? We saw this in their thing. Unused Gleamium and character tokens will remain available to access and purchase content in-game until Season 5 ends on May 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. Please note, as of today, January 31st, real money transactions are no longer available for Multiversus. So we also saw that. Can players reinstall Multiversus after Season 5 ends? So this is what we need to know. Players who delete/uninstall the game prior to the end of Season 5 will be able to reinstall after May 30th. Okay. Please note, to access earned and purchased content offline after May 30th, players will need to install/download the latest version of the game and log in during Season 5, February 4th through May 30th. After logging in, a local save file will be automatically created, connected to PlayStation Network and Microsoft Store to enjoy the game offline with earned and purchased content moving forward. So if you want to definitely keep your stuff, I definitely suggest at least logging into the game. It looks like before the game ends on May 30th, you should be pretty good. Pretty much when the season starts, it looks like you'll be able to. February 4th through May 30th, you know, you'll be in the clear. Which sucks though. What did you think, that we will have all the cosmetics available for free if the game's shutting down? I think they should have done that. Anyways, can players create a Multiversus account after Season 5? Players interested in creating a Multiversus account must do so before Season 5 ends on May 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time, at which point Multiversus will no longer be available to play online or download via the PlayStation Network, Microsoft Store, and Steam or Epic Games Store. Alright, so we kind of knew about that. How long will Multiversus be available to play offline? After Season 5, players will be able to play the game offline for the foreseeable future by installing/downloading the latest version of the game during Season 5, okay? And logging in before May 30th, okay? After logging in, blah, 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 okay, we saw that, so that's cool. So if you're interested in still playing the game, it's still going to be there. Will progression, purchases, and earn content be available after Season 5. Players will be able to enjoy Multiversus offline after Season 5 with all earned and purchased content moving forward by accessing their local save file connected to their PlayStation Network, Epic Games Store, blah, blah, blah. This process requires players to install and download the latest version of the game during Season 5, February 4th through May 30th, and log in before May 30th at 9 a.m. Pacific Time. After logging in, a local save file will be automatically created, connected to PlayStation Network, blah, blah, blah. So that's still pretty whack, bro. That's still pretty lame. That's pretty lame, man. They couldn't give us none of these cosmetics for free. What content / modes will be available offline for Multiversus after Season 5? After Season 5, players will have an option to enjoy Multiversus offline via the local gameplay mode, either solo against AI opponents or with 3 players, as well as the training mode, the lab with all characters unlocked and playable, except for the cosmetics. Come on, player first games. Can players access Multiversus offline on more than one platform after Season 5? Complete the process on the respective platform. Alright. Will Multiversus be available to player download after Season 5? Yep, pretty much. Can players use Battle Pass tokens during Season 5? Battle Pass tokens will not be needed. Will be able to earn all 70 tiers of Battle Pass rewards during Season 5. Including the new Aquaman playable character as the first tier reward. Will Multiversus content be available for purchase with real money during or after Season 5? No. Obviously not. Will new content, updates, or fixes be added to Multiversus after Season 5? Season 5 will serve as the final season and content update for Multiversus. So there you go. That's the final nail in the coffin right there. So we pretty much have until February 4th until May the 30th. That's a pretty long Season 5. Wow, Season 5 is definitely going to be pretty long. Okay, why is Season 5 the final season for Multiversus? This is a real question. This decision was not made lightly. All of us on the Player First Games and Warner Brothers Games teams have put our hearts and soul into Multiversus, creating a unique social and cooperative experience from the ground up that brings together a variety of popular characters and worlds. We are very proud of the game we've built and incredibly thankful for the support of the Multiversus community throughout the journey. Your passion and enthusiasm have been unmatched. Man, that's disappointing, man. Super disappointing. Anyways, let's see what the internet is saying about some of this. So I went on the Multiversus subreddit, saw some interesting takes. Here's a post here. Players saying, I'm happy the game is getting shut down. I'm genuinely happy this game is getting shut down. And it's not because I hate the game, but it makes me so happy that this community finally gets proven wrong about this game. I have been saying for months on this subreddit that this game would not last if they don't fix the issues that have been going on, and everyone loved to claim the devs were on it and they cared. But lo and behold, they didn't, and they don't. Warner Brothers and the dev team behind Multiversus, let alone every single one of us and you guys, refused to see it for months. Oh jeez. I'm just glad I can finally unsub from the subreddit. Truly awful. Why should become the new Asylum? What? Asylum? Is that what he means? Wow. Wow. Live service games, man. Let's see what this other person said. Season 5 is the final season, confirmed by devs. Okay, yep. This is the news we saw. What are the replies to it, though? Ben 10 even didn't even make it. Damn. But y'all wanted to end with Lola Bunny and Aquaman. The legacy of this game would be legendary. It is 2022. Multiversus just died. It is 2023. Bruh, like the game literally, like, I guess you can kind of say it did die like 3 times. Technically. Alright, insane fumble. This game was botched on every level. It's a shame. Multiversus has tons of unreleased potential, and now it's gone to waste. Imagine the people grinding for weeks for that Jason skin. LOL. Wow, this is totally deserved from the scumbag monetization they implemented at full release. It's definitely WB's fault. Definitely Warner Brothers' fault. That's easy to see right here. It's not player first. They definitely wanted to make a great game. But it was WB being greedy, as we've seen before. Lying to your beta players to tell them all your currency would carry over just to wipe them meant that me and all of my friends were never going to give this predatory game a second chance. And I think this was kind of the main thing for me right here was when I did play the beta, they said, like, you know, we'd be able to carry over a lot of our stuff. I still don't remember getting some of my cosmetics back, and I think that was kind of the final nail in the coffin. I still played the game, but I didn't really pay for anything. I pretty much was free to play from then on. So I think that's pretty much, that was a lot of players over here. Not just me. I'm sure a lot of other players had the same situation where they played the beta, didn't get their stuff back, and, you know, pretty much just felt burned. Didn't want to support the game like that no more. And this is from someone who clocked hundreds of hours in the beta. Yeah, I could pretty much say the same. This game should be studied for how to fumble a great game and IP with predatory practices. Yeah, totally see that. Let's see what else anybody else is saying. Wow, did I just get scammed? Got founders around when Marvin came out. Only 12 characters came after. 30 character tokens. Wow, bro. That's crazy. WB, when they try to literally make anything. That's crazy. With Aquaman and Lola, there will be 35 characters in the roster. In the beta, we started with Wonder Woman and Shaggy unlocked, so technically speaking, you could have used up your tokens provided by the Founder Pack. I'm no expert in US law, but it's probably a safe grounding for them not providing any refunds over. Also not want to go over, yeah? Technically, I guess. Should they do this after the beta, they would have been in trouble. True? This game is fine. Don't listen to the leaker. Wow. Also, can all the people who had their head in the sand finally admit taking the beta down for a year wasn't normal? Just saying, my biggest pet peeve with the community is fun. Yeah, I mean that was a red flag though. Like seriously, like that. I kind of knew this game had its days numbered. Once, you know, it shut down the first time and came back. They had to cook. They had to come back swinging. I guess saving these points was useless after all. Oh man, prestige, my prestige. Oh man. Feels like a rug pull. Somebody says. Wow, thank you Multiversus for the fun. You weren't perfect and there were signs of the issues, but you were a ton of fun when things worked out well. Yep. It was a fun little game. It's definitely fun, nonetheless. Its monetization sucked though. Rest in Peebles, the bestest boy in the multiverse. Going out on Aquaman is kind of a perfect encapsulation of what went wrong with the game. You know, it's the funny thing too. The old DC Universe movies ended with Aquaman, right? And this is ending with Aquaman. It's kind of like, wow. It's like another end of an era. This is the end of an actual DC fighting game that I saw. You know, a recent DC fighting game. This is like the end of it. I don't know if we're ever gonna get another another fighting game with DC characters in it anytime soon. That's crazy, yo. Unless you play Mortal Kombat or something. Well, what is that? What is that? Injustice. So he said, going out on Aquaman is kind of a perfect encapsulation of what went wrong with this game. Lola Bunny might get a pass if she's not a straight up bug/brawn clone. But putting resources to a character like Aquaman when the headsman's axe is against your neck is exactly the reason this game failed. Mismanagement from the start. On the first anniversary, they should just dump all the incomplete assets they worked on. Wait a minute, I just realized the Multiversus in DCEU ended with Aquaman. Exactly, it's just what I said. Yeah, ended with Aquaman. I don't think people realize the content pipelines get set years in advance. Folks weren't working on Aquaman in the assumption that he would be the final inclusion. You don't really need to look further than the fact that the game had no design philosophy at any point in this game's life. They panicked for some reason during the beta, then brought the game back with a completely different feel from more than a year later. People responded poorly from then on. Just about my decision. Any decision related to the gameplay made no sense. Ranked was not ready at launch. True. Hitboxes not matching animations were constantly overlooked. True. Balancing patches were delayed even when certain characters dominated the meta with their cheese. True. Teching wave dashing were brought over from Smash in Season 2, completely changing the feel of the combat. Fighter's Road was, I thought that was kind of a good thing though. But anyways, Fighter's Road was an objectively worse means of character unlocking. True. Shields were added right in the middle of Season 4, which is definitely pretty odd. Rifts were underwhelming as a single player mode, and the team couldn't decide what content to lock behind it. True. What was wrong with just a Smash 64 tournament mode leading to an NPC final boss? True. Totally agree with all that. Rogue Rift was just utterly random. What was Rogue Rift? Oh, I think I remember what that is. That mode where you play multiple players, the roguelike mode. Yeah, it's definitely random. But yeah, that's a bummer right there. Let's see what other people are saying. Thanks for the $100. Here are your 30 tickets. Sorry we couldn't add enough characters for you to actually use them. So this is another person talking about the amount of characters that came out compared to the tickets available, I guess. Everyone's clowning on this game, but I'll miss it. Same here, buddy. The posts before and after the announcements are hilarious. For those that stuck by the game, even with all its ridiculous flaws, just know we didn't quit on the game. Just know we didn't quit on just the game quit on us. True. Yeah, that is true. What is this? Collection of dead games. Wow. This is crazy, yo. How do you mess this up? It's Smash but with WB characters. Exactly. I wholeheartedly believe the devs were never up for this. They were bad developers. They launched with a concept idea and never expanded on it. At no point did they believe to focus their attention on what makes a Smash game fun. They just focused on cosmetics before the game's actual fun factor, and if the characters were properly represented, such inept developers. Wow, that was some words, buddy. Somebody says they wasted an unbelievable amount of time and energy and momentum when they decided to take Multiversus offline for a year to switch the engine, and then it didn't even work. The game that came back is not better than the game we had in the beta. They threw a whole year of development resources straight into the bin, and the game never recovered from it. Not for a second. Yeah, the netcode, I definitely kind of agree with that. The netcode was kind of booty. It did get better. It's really the cosmetics, yo. Bit him in the booty. Annoyed at my 10 remaining character tickets considering today's news. I won't be putting any more effort into your games. Ah, man. Yeah, that is true. I wonder what's WB's next game. That's another video, by the way. We'll be talking about that sometime in the near future about WB's plans for 2025 for their games. But anyways, this guy says 800 hours spent in total. For the first Top Dog challenge, I played 12 hours a day. I thought it was cool to get to the first gold badge. I even won a few cards in the competition. And after that, half a year later, they tell me to go to hell. Our marketers couldn't attract players. Wow. Today, I'm deleting this game, and it's not me going to hell. It's you going to hell. Damn. Thanks for my time invested in nowhere. It was cool to collect skins. Wow. Right, you don't want to play Aquaman? I feel sorry for anyone who wasted $100 in beta to get the found. Exactly, that's how I felt. $100 just for a game which couldn't even last a full year before getting the axe. That's true, man. I got a friend that bought the Founders Pack and didn't even play the game afterwards. Which, yeah. Some people got money to spend though. WB, when someone asks if they will get refunds. Heck no. Wow. Fighting game of the year to the grave is a true combo. LOL. That is true. That is a post I did see somebody say when Multiversus, when they did come out as a beta, it got like fighting game of the year over like King of Fighters, the newest King of Fighters game, which is wild. And now the game is done. That's crazy. I wonder how the competitive scene will be. Will it be existent? It probably will be somewhat existent, probably. To all the people who said Banana Guard, Nubia, and Lola Bunny didn't take a character slot, your favorite character will come eventually. Wow. Haha. Where the hell are you goddamn meat riders now? I have a right to be pissed, man. My boys Ben 10 and Scorpion, my two most wanted characters, never got added, and these absolute nobodies got added over in indie and many other requested characters. Everyone who said what's in the title, you deserve this. I totally agree. Not even just characters, but even cosmetics. We're missing the future Steven skin, stuff like that. Like we're missing freaking Fiona. We got Cake in the game, but no Fiona. I've been waiting. That's the money I would have been spending on the game was Fiona, but wow. No Neo. Yeah, Scorpion, Neo, Mad Max were most wanted. Yeah, I do kind of remember them being leaked a little bit. If someone at Pirate Player for his game is reading this, please accidentally leave any mostly finished characters in season files. I agree, man. We need those mods. Speaking of, I definitely highly encourage you to check out, everybody's comments and stuff. So this is a great segue to what's going to be coming. What's the future? Multiversus is shutting down. Like, what does that mean? Is this good? Is it bad? Is it both? I think it's a little bit of both. Let's check it out. Okay, so I saw this post, this reply. You probably saw this when I was looking at this post earlier, but my guy, like Marvel Rivals leaks and info over here, said before shutting down, give us mods back. Which, if you don't remember, we used to have some mods for Multiversus, which was pretty cool. And I think we should definitely get mods back, especially since we don't get free cosmetics. I definitely highly recommend that. Come on, devs, give us the mods. I could have sworn some people were saying, let's see. Yeah, the mods. It's mostly the mods. Here's another good reply that somebody said. Okay. Here are mistakes made by Player First Games for the next entrepreneurs who want to create a successful game. Huge hype at launch, but barely any updates and players left. First beta was abandoned, then a full year silence, and many fails in terms of communication. Um, Relaunch was worse than the beta. Game felt downgraded despite Unreal Engine upgrade claims, major bugs, hitbox issues, and balancing problems. Focused only on the US, ignored EU and Asia, no global ambassadors, no hype. Predatory monetization, 70 plus hours just to unlock a single character. Broken characters at launch, infinite loops, untested mechanics, then terrible balancing. Skins and cosmetics mismanaged. Skins removed, downgraded rarity, false promises. Competitive scene was DOA. No real tournaments, no prize pools, no proper rank system. Evo hype for nothing. Zero investment in esports, while Brawlhalla thrives by doing the opposite. A competitive game without a roadmap, cash prizes, or global community support is dead on arrival. Warner had $200 million but didn't even invest in esports. A few million in cash prizes could have changed everything. Multiversus had everything to succeed and still managed to flop. Massive missed opportunity. What a waste. So I'll leave it right there, yo. Like that, he said it best there. Who is that? Lamine? True words right there. Um, a lot of good facts brought up. But the last thing I want to bring up, next to the mod scene that I was bringing up, next to the modding community, which is obviously a great thing if modding can continue. Modding needs to absolutely, if this game wants to survive after it's shut down, devs, you gotta leave modding in the game. But another thing that I saw, which is probably, I'd say, is a silver lining to this situation from Warner Brothers Games, is this. Warner Brothers are reportedly aiming to do more collaborations with other games, including Fortnite, after shutting down their Multiversus game. So that's pretty exciting. So obviously, I'm excited for one. We'll see more Warner Brothers characters in Fortnite. So hopefully, not just DC characters. Hopefully, we get Adventure Time and Scooby-Doo in Fortnite soon. But hopefully we get a lot more DC characters in other games, showing up. So I don't know, man. Maybe this could be exciting. I don't know. This could be something, though. This could be something interesting. Like, who knows what? Like Warner Brothers pretty much giving the keys to other companies and saying, hey, at first, when this game first came out, which is the crazy thing, they were like, hey, you can't put this character you can't put Superman in this game, you can't put Shaggy in this game, we got our own game. But now they're just like, you can have them. So I think that's pretty interesting. Anyways, let me know what you guys think. I personally think, of course, this is a huge shame, especially for the developers that have been working on this game for years, and obviously this is them getting the news that they're probably getting laid off from Player First Games. Who knows what Player First Games is working on next? This might have been their only main project, but anyways, unfortunately, that's what happens in modern game design with huge companies like Warner Brothers, getting too money hungry. That's what happens. You lose a lot of potentially good ideas in games such as Multiversus. But who knows, in the future we might get some cool crossovers in our future games. Anyways, that's it. Thanks for watching if you have already, and see you guys on the next one. Peace.